Un segundo. Mm, mm, mm. Ok.
Aquí estoy, esta vaina me está mamando gallo. Buenas noches.
Ah, qué bueno. Qué bueno verte. Bueno,
Te
puse la
salvé,
clave.
Clau. Te
Te
salvé.
cambio, te salvaste ya. Voy a cambiar entonces a
Oye,
interpretation.
Clau, se te ve súper linda la cara. Súper.
Interpretation.
Se te ve full.
Hay que pedirle a Santa esa maquinita,
Ah, aquí está,
Ya.
Silvana. Te voy a
combinarla con todo.
poner a ti entonces. En español, Silvana, actualizar. Ok.
Ya no está, ya la quitaron, ya no está a la venta.
¿En
Claudia, ya
serio?
estás tú fuera, entonces Silvana está. Ya, ok. So let's start today, the night of the sixth day. Steve sent me some numbers. He didn't get to have the update, but he got some. So 1 second. But first the wins. Who has some wins today from anything that you did today?
Yo,
Yo, who's Ina?
bueno, hoy me puse muy juiciosa en una tarea y fue hacer seguimientos. Y fue gracias a la historia que coloqué ayer del colágeno que se acabó a las 12:45 del mediodía. ¿Sabes? Entonces, mientras estábamos en el reto esta mañana del Challenger, yo estaba apuntando en mi Excel todas las personas que vieron la historia de colágeno. Entonces, luego de que la coloqué, dije, voy a mirar cuál fue el último mensaje. Entonces, a los que ya les había hablado del colágeno, les envié mensaje para hablarles mañana del colágeno. Y a los que no, pues les envié el mensaje del colágeno. Y de ahí, pues salió una venta para Estados Unidos, que la señora no tiene la tarjeta de crédito ahorita, pero si llega ahorita, llega a las 2 de la mañana. Dijo, a esa hora te la paso para que me hagas el pedido. Y yo, sí sirve hacer el seguimiento. Entonces estoy muy contenta porque hice hoy 77 seguimientos. Y lo que hice es,
77, wow.
hice hoy, y solamente fueron con las personas que vieron mis historias en WhatsApp, porque Facebook solamente me dejó ver de las 97 personas que vieron la historia, solo me dejó ver como 13, pero a esas no les alcancé a escribir,
Uh-huh.
solamente les escribí a los de WhatsApp.
Bueno.
Pues eso
Very
es una...
good. So she did a post on the collagen and she started writing to people, following up a lot of people. She had like 70 follow-ups today, and one of them bought the collagen in the States. So she got a overseas sale from the post. So, and also some people saw the story on the Facebook, but she wasn't able to see all of them. So she needs to get in contact with those people too. But very, very nice. It's so relieving when you do something that has a result, that you see the results. Like everything that you did doesn't matter in terms of the effort made when you get the result. It's like it's worth everything that you did, right?
100%.
So yeah. Anybody else has wins today? No? 3, 2, 1. I also have a
Yo
win
Tengo
today.
logro.
Yo
Ah,
tengo
Lili.
una. No podía desbloquear el micro, pero adelante la compañera primero.
Ok, Lili Mona.
Buenas noches, ¿cómo están? Bueno, pues estos días trabajando fuerte, pero casi cero y puntos bien bajitos, pero hoy con buenas noticias, porque también me vendí 1.000 puntos en Estados Unidos
Wow.
y también gracias al seguimiento y fue con una clienta que hice un post del brillo de labios y ese fue como la forma, ¿no? La llamé a ofrecerle el brillo, tin, tin, tin. y hablamos del tratamiento Tere 90 y cuando me dijo, te lo compro. Y yo,
Bueno,
guau, o sea, feliz porque, o sea, em, pues el mensaje es que el universo y Dios no se queda con el trabajo de nadie, o sea, yo vengo apuntándole pues mucho como a las tecnologías y todo ese cuento, pero, eh, o sea, de verdad que como que la vida y cuando se trabaja pues juiciosa, porque sí he estado haciendo también seguimiento, revisando la lista de los clientes, enviándoles mensajes, hablándole a todo el mundo, las cosas empiezan a suceder. Entonces, pues sí, súper contenta. Y pues, ¿por qué me ayudó y por qué fue fácil vender el Tere 90? Porque yo me lo tomé en el 2017, fui una de las ganadoras del reto y pues hasta hoy en día esos cambios se mantienen. Entonces, el hablarle que no era tanto por belleza, sino por salud, fue lo que a ella le llamó la atención y me dijo de una, te lo compro y yo. No
bueno,
alcancé, fue la promoción, pero pues lo importante es que me acabo de entregar ya el dinero. Ujú,
bueno.
eso les cuento.
Bravo.
Felicitaciones. Congratulations. So for Kim and Derek, what she did was she's also been doing follow-ups, but with not much results until today that she sold 1,000 points in the US by talking about she started with a post on the peptide pouch, and through there she went to the TR90 treatment, which she already took and has her own results, and then she showed it, and the person wanted to buy it, so she got 1,000 points in the US today. Congratulations. Amazing. And
Gracias.
who else wanted? Mona. She wanted
Súper.
to-
Y yo les cuento que de la clienta que les platiqué que era una casa de citas, ¿se acuerdan que en
Uh-huh.
uno de los challenges tuve una clienta de ahí que sí compró su tecnología?
We will
Ya,
never forget that.
ella, ay, perdón que aquí está mi perro tirándome las cosas. Ella, sigue comprando su producto pero vi que empezó a comprarme de cajitas, de 2 cajitas y de 2 cajitas de geles y no me había dicho y lo que está ella haciendo es demostraciones ella sola, pero
Qué
es
bueno.
que me llamó, yo le dije, no, yo te puedo ayudar, y me dijo, no, no, ella misma sabe que los contactos que ella tiene, pues a lo mejor son a los lugares donde yo no puedo ir, o
Mhm.
sí puedo ir, pero que a lo mejor no querría ir, es lo que
Mm.
ella está pensando, ¿no? Pero ella nada más me dice, oye, ya le hice la demo a otra chica, le gustó mucho, mándale fotos porque todavía no tengo yo fotos para que la convenzas. Ok. Y así, entonces ahorita esta semana, en esos últimos 3 días, tiene 3 contactos con las que vamos a empezar a darle seguimiento. Una es otra chica que trabaja igual que ella, otro es un chico que tiene un spa, dirán de final feliz. Y hablando con él, me dijo, quiero saber de todas las tecnologías, explícame porque estoy interesado en tenerlas. Yo espero que todo se cierre, pero ya con los dos, no solamente hablé de las máquinas, sino también les platiqué del negocio. Entonces, ahí les estaré contando el final de la historia. Y bueno, esta chica ya está vendiendo, ya está como afiliada, vamos a apoyarla para que se gane la Lumispa.
Bien. Congratulations again. So good to hear that. You remember when she talked about this time that she visited a place thinking it was something, and then she realized it was kind of a different place. Do you remember, Kim and Derek, when she uh, went to a demo and then she found out it was like how do you say that in English? um, House of dates or house of what? You understood already what it is. No?
Mona, no, Mona. Shh. Ay, ay, ay.
Sí,
Okay,
una
but
demo que fue en
you know,
pues un lugar de prostitución, tal
yeah,
cual.
she did a demo and it was at a a place where people go and buy some services, you know. Okay, so and she found out when she
Look at
got there,
Kim.
she was totally innocent, thinking like she was going to a hairdresser or something, and then she found out this place was this other place. So, well, she's talking about now how the person that she affiliated that time and there, she realized that she started buying the 2-pack gels more than once. And so she asked her, and this lady is doing demos by herself, like not telling Mona, because she probably thinks that Mona wouldn't want to go to those places to do the demos, or she doesn't know. That's what she thinks. But she's what the thing is, she's doing demos, she's selling, and she made her also talk to two other contacts that one of them also had a spa, kind of the same thing, and they both want to know about the technologies and the business and everything. So she's she's bringing people from another professional area.
Go, Mona!
Yeah,
Yeah, so very skin is skin. Yeah.
Everybody needs to be beautiful.
Very
right.
exactly. So very good, very good.
A lot of
And
those
then
places really need it.
yeah, they
Y
show a lot
perdón,
of skin.
perdón,
They
Maca, que
need
te
they need that.
interrumpo. Es que a fin de cuentas ella también dice que ya no quiere dedicarse toda su vida a eso
Okay.
y está buscando hacer otra cosa. Está ella trabajando en un en un salón de belleza, pero ya le dije cuánto puede ganar por cada tecnología, que a las
Mhm.
chicas que ya conoce las puede poner en el negocio, hacer lo mismo que yo y que construir algo para, para que deje eso si ella quiere.
Mm. So she said that she doesn't want to stay her whole life doing that. So that's why she's looking for something else. And then Mona said that she could teach this to all of the other girls as well. So when you said that, I imagine one of the success trips that we had in Punta Cana when Don Lovelace said this place was shut down during the pandemic and it only opened up because News King was doing their success trip here, and all these people that were laid off got back to get their jobs because of New Skin's success trip. So why did I make that connection? Because I imagine how you could be the like the magic wand to change those girls' lives. Because I don't think anybody does that like really very happy about that, like for a long period of time. So yeah, that's what New Skin's all about, right? Changing lives. So I'm so happy for you, Mona. And for
Good
the
job.
all the people that you're going to be able to help by going there. So congratulations. Rosemary, you wanted to say something.
Ya. Hola, hola, ¿cómo están?
Hola.
Bueno, yo también vendí Tere 90. Sí, es que venían haciéndole seguimiento con todo este tema de los seguimientos diarios y masivos que estamos trabajando con el reto. Obviamente uno todos los días pues está buscando personas a quien hacerle seguimiento. Y hace como 6 meses yo le iba a presentar a una, es decir, a una afiliada nueva que entró hace 6 meses. Yo le dije que publicara y ella publicó y una amiga de ella se interesó, pero la amiga hace otro tipo de negocios digitales. Entonces yo fui y le presenté el negocio a la amiga y yo le dije a la amiga que publicara. Y la amiga publicó y una amiga de ella se interesó. Entonces, esa amiga que se interesó vive en Estados Unidos, es una señora con sobrepeso y como compradora compulsiva, y siempre compraba cosas buenas y toda la cosa, o sea, no escatimaba en comprar productos. Entonces, la afiliada esta patrocinadora de todas ellas, ella tuvo un tremendo testimonio con YouTube. Entonces ella un día habló con la señora y ella le dio el testimonio a la señora y la señora dijo que ella iba a comprar el yute. Pero desde hace 6 meses la señora ha venido dando lora y no sé qué, y dice que sí, dice que no, y después dijo que ella entraba y lo compraba ella misma. Total, que con la promoción de Estados Unidos, yo ayer le monté la murga a la chica, mira, llama a la señora, y no me prestó atención, pero como la extendieron, entonces esta mañana nuevamente cuando me levanté le mandé el aviso de la extensión, le dije, mira, extendieron es en Estados Unidos, llama a la señora, dile a la señora que hable conmigo, o sea, yo no quería que la cerraran ellas porque la señora tiene un cuadro de salud. Entonces, total, que la señora, ella como a la 1 de la tarde me llama y me dice, Rosemary, que la señora ya se puede conectar. Y yo, listo, dile, dale, hagamos una tripartita. Y la señora se conectó. No puedo seguir contando. ¿Y
¿Sí?
qué,
¿Por qué?
y qué causó risa?
¿Mm?
¿Qué causó risa?
No, nada, tranquila. La Silvana
Ya.
no risa.
Bueno, total, que la señora hablé con ella y la señora viene y le dice a la afiliada que es amiga de ella, le dice, bueno, nos vemos en Barranquilla, voy para Barranquilla pronto. Entonces la chica se salió de la llamada tripartita y la señora se quedó conmigo. Y yo le dije, bueno, supuestamente iba a comprar yut, los tres yut. Entonces, la señora, comencé a hablar con ella y le dije, bueno, ¿y que vienes a Barranquilla? Y me dice, no, operarme. ¿Y yo, operarte de qué? No, me voy a quitar toda la grasa que tengo, pesa 110 kilos y estoy aburrida y he tomado de todo y ahí me enganché. ¿No? ¿Cómo así que te vas a operar y esto y lo otro? Entonces, ajá, le vendí Yut y le vendí TR90 de 90 días, así que hice 886 puntos.
Wow, qué espectacular. Voy a empezar a indagar en eso del TR90.
Yujú.
No lo tengo incorporado, como no lo tenemos. So, okay, I'm going to make this shorter because I got a little bit confused, but I think she has an affiliate that had a friend that had another friend that was interested in the youth, and she wasn't able to get the promotion, but then they extended the promotion. So Rosemary told her about that, and as she was talking to her about the youth span, she said that she was 110 kilos overweight and she wanted to get a surgery. But she said, no, how are you going to do this? And she started talking about the TR90, and she ended up selling the TR90 and the 3 youth spans. Those were a promotion. So
Tres
over,
Yut, tres Yut y claro, el paquete de 3 Yut y TR90.
so over 800 points of sale because of that contact of the affiliate. So very good. Nice. Me encanta. Qué bueno que lo dijeron porque I'm going to start checking on that because we have never had the TR90, the full thing. We only have I think the protein, and now we don't even have that one. So I'm going to start looking into that into the US market because I have some clients there and affiliates. But since I have never had it here, it's like for me, I don't know, I didn't I do not offer it. So this is that you just said, Lily and Rose, is very important for me. I wrote it down here so I can maybe find out more about it and offer it in the States. So that's why it's so important that we share things because we can help
Ya
one
les
another.
paso ahorita, sí,
with
mi dog
the-
linda, lo que necesite con todo gusto, yo le puedo ayudar con información de TR90, o sea, créame, yo lo amo y lo extraño tanto que no está acá en Colombia porque era lo que más vendía, la verdad. Y todos mis clientes, o sea, toditos felices porque TR90 de verdad que nos cambia la vida. Y no, pues extrañando hartísimo el tratamiento, pero pues ahorita pensando que acá en
Lili,
Colombia no
Te voy a
tenemos.
saludar por interno para que me pases tu contacto porque la señora necesito mandarle el programa ese de alimentación que ya eso, ¿tú
Sí,
lo
lo que
tienes?
necesiten con
Ah,
todo gusto. Y
perfecto.
ya les muestro mi antes y
Gracias,
después.
lo
Ahorita les
necesito.
muestro.
Súper, lo
Okay.
necesito. Gracias. Gracias, Lili.
Okay, they're going to get in contact with each
A
other
Telegram voy a enviar mi foto, ya les envío.
so that they can help each other with the information and the pictures before and afters and all that. So Derek, go ahead, please.
Yes, for every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. So the universe likes action.
Mhm.
Get into action, 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 action. Something has to happen on the other side. And I had the funniest sale happen today. Yes, I was doing my thing. Actually, it started yesterday,
Uh-oh.
but I closed it today. So,
Are you muted?
oh, can you not hear me?
I don't hear you.
Really? Oh, Claudia, no?
No.
You can hear? No?
Yeah, now I do.
Okay, también? Okay. So long story short, I was leaving voice clips, and I thought I was leaving a clip to a customer, a 15-year customer of mine, and it wasn't him, it was his wife. And he bought the TR90 a couple years ago, or recently, so he bought the whole thing. It's like $2,000. So, anyways, I thought I was leaving him a message, and I realized I was talking to his wife, and then I caught myself, and I said, "Oh well, since I'm talking to you, do you know anybody who would be interested in this? Let me know." And then I sent it, and then I didn't think anything of it because she never responds, and then she responds back, "I'm very interested. I want to do it. Blah blah blah," and then she writes like all this 4 paragraphs. And long story short, we closed a sale with her, and I've known her for like 15 years, and she's never ever once showed interest in anything. I just never thought in a million years she would buy it, and you just never know where it's going to come from.
Exactly.
So,
That's
yeah, it was
so
a great, it was a good package because I'm going to be working with this person. So you just never know, so yeah, the
I'm going
number.
to ask you then about it because I'm getting ideas. And something like that happened to me today, not regarding the TR90, but like you said, like you never know where it's going to come from. I have one brand rep actually that works at a hairdresser. She's a cosmetologist, and she became a brand rep, and she bought her LOI two months ago. And then last month she did like kind of the minimum to, maintain the PR. But she doesn't know much about the business. She just does the treatments on her clients. That's what she likes. And she sells like very little doing that. But I know she has a great potential. So I write to her, I call her. She never sees the messages. She never answers. So yesterday, her collagen is in subscription, and it comes to my house because she works nearby. So I got it, and I said, "Hey, your collagen is here. I need to take it to you. So tell me when you're free." And she didn't answer. So today I said, "Hey, please answer me. So I need to know when I can meet you." And she said today she was going to be there. So I just went. And she started talking to me, and she said, "Do you have time for a coffee?" And I went, "Yeah." And we went to a coffee shop, and we sat there and we talked for like 2 hours. We ended up organizing a spa party for this Thursday afternoon at my house. She started inviting people right there because she said, "Oh, I want to invite this." And I was like, "Right now, send her a message, tell her this and that." And she got some people invited. And then also she told me that she was feeling not very well at the place that she's working because they're taking like over 60% of her profit of what she does. So I
Yeah.
said, "That's absurd." So she said, "Last month I earned like $350. And I said, like, for working the whole month, do you realize if you sell one LOI kit, you will earn the same amount of money? One. Imagine you can do one every week.
Mhm.
That's 1.2 million pesos, which is $1,200. So she said, she was like opening her eyes, like, because no, this is my stable job. And I went like, this is not your stable job. They're taking away over 50% what you're doing. So you're not earning any money. This is not like working. Do you need more money, or is that okay? No, I need more. So that's not working. So let's focus on this. And I started doing with her, like, right now, call right now, write to the person right now.
Yeah.
And we ended up having this spa party that's going to happen on Thursday. And then also I talked to the people where I work at the center where I do my medical labor with a, I don't know how to say kinesiologos, help me.
Yeah, that's it. Kinesiologist.
It's a therapist or something like that. Okay. So and she said, sometimes I have clients that don't want to go to the hairdressers because they know they take away over 50% of my job, my profit. So they want me to do the treatments on them somewhere else, but I don't have where. And I said, you know what? I have an idea. And I called right away the guy from the center, and I said, I have this person that works with me in this, and I was thinking maybe you could like rent a little space in your center for her. And he said, yeah, of course. Okay, meeting when? Thursday afternoon. Okay. So we set up that meeting, and she was so happy after we left the coffee shop, because it's like she was holding everything here, not telling it to anybody, and feeling like stressed.
Mhm.
Because if you work and they take over 60% what you're making, it's so absurd. And I said that's even, it should be a felony, because how?
Yeah.
And she felt like a little more relieved. And I said, I will show you how you're going to make money here. I guarantee you by January, you're going to be resigning that place, because you will be able to, because you will say, okay, do you know what? I do not agree with your conditions, so I'm leaving. Bye. And she was so happy. She felt like, so I felt so good again, because we have the tool to help
Yeah.
people. It's so, how do you say that? Rewarding for me.
That's awesome. You
Yeah.
did a good job. That's good. You roll it.
I will let you know when we do that on Thursday, how many came. And I said, 10% of people come. So you need to invite like 50. So we get 5. Okay. And with 5, you're going to have your 1,000 points or whatever you need this month. Because yeah, it's amazing how people sometimes don't see.
It's exactly right. I had 22 when 20 requests.
Mm-hmm.
And 2. So you know the numbers, so you're like, okay, I got 1. Great, 10 more, gonna get another one. Okay, 10 more, gonna get another one. And then your belief goes up, and then your ratios increase.
Mm-hmm. It's
And then you
exactly
get creative. Like, I don't even care. I send it out to all the guys. I go, look, it's Christmas. You've got a girlfriend. If you want her to really love you, get her this. I mean, it's in a way of spinning what you have, the way you present it. Are the price great for women? Yes. And every guy loves a woman, and every woman wants it. So when you do new skin, you get creative, and you figure out there's always a way. Best problem solvers are in new skin. Best people. Because we have no obstacles. None.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
No obstacles as you get going. You get creative, and then you manifest what you want. People look at us like, how do you do that? How do you do that? How do you do that? We're like, because we're unstoppable. We're fierce. Yeah, I
Yes.
love that. That's so creative. Good job.
Thank you. And thank you for sharing too. So let's go to the numbers so that we can have them recorded, There's only 4 people put in the numbers by the time that Steve got the information. So we have, from those, very little number of people putting in the stats. We have 95 new contacts, and Rosemary did half of them, like 40. Rosemary, was it like, how did you do that today? 40 new people.
mandando mensajes, nena, estuve explorando TikTok de unos videos que yo había colocado allí hace rato y, y había tenido comentarios y de hecho había tenido unas vistas y yo había anotado. Entonces, yo no había mandado saludos a esas personas ni nada. Entonces les mandé saludos diciéndoles que esa tecnología que estaba ahí disponible, que yo estaba haciéndome la demostración, que iba a estar mañana en promoción en Colombia, que si estaban en Colombia y ahí salieron los 40 contactos.
Mhm. So by sending messages, she checked on a TikTok post that she had done some time ago, and the views, she had some views, and she started contacting people, and she got 40 of those today. So amazing. I've tried sometimes to get to 50 new contacts, but I feel when I do that, I don't have enough time to do the others. So I try to balance. So congratulations. I think that 40 contacts is amazing for one day. And then show products, we have 100 today. Wow. That's awesome. I don't know how, if we counted, because, Steve said last time to count the posts as one. And I have 40, 22, 25, and 13. So Jimena did 40. Jime, do you want to share how you did 40 product demos? Is Jimena here? No. No. So the next one would be 25, Rosemary. Or then Guita, but I don't
No,
think.
lo que pasa es que las personas, como estuve interactuando con mucha gente por el tema de las promociones de Estados Unidos y todo eso, entonces estuve mandando personas que me preguntaban y entonces estuve mandando post. Igual publiqué, yo ahí meto lo que publico en Instagram, lo que publico en Facebook, lo que publico en mi estado de WhatsApp, yo meto esas,
No.
las tengo en cuenta para la demo show. Pero lo demás han sido, mandé mensajes que me preguntan, que mando fotos de antes y después y esas cosas.
Okay. Okay. So again, the posting in different social media and some of the direct messaging to showing the products to different people that ask about that. So great. And business presentations, we have 7 today. I haven't put my stats there, and I did I did one, but it was from Patty's group. She asked me to do it today, so I don't know how many people were there, but 7 today, and the most was 3, Alondra. Alondra, ¿está aquí o no? Is she here? A ver, let me check. Alondra, no, she's not here. Okay, so the next, I think it's you again, Rose. 3, 2, 2, yeah, but you already said. And Wita, that's also not here. Okay, so we need to, anyway, we need to do more business presentations because Steve set a goal of 4 a day for each one of us. And we have 7 for the day. So I think that's should be going up from now on. I mean that for everyone, including me. So follow up with the prospects. We have 67, and the most, there are 2 people with 20. That's Rosemary that already shared, and Jime that's not here. And then again, because we only have 4 people putting the numbers. So, okay, I assume it's the same, Rose, right? You already told us what you did today. So that's the follow-ups. And then the follow-ups with the team, 72 today, and 44 were from Wita again 44 follow-ups with the team. Amazing. And as Steve always says that, 80% of them will close between 5 to 12 contacts. So 67 follow-ups with prospects times 8 is like almost 50 persons that will probably close, and then 56 or 60 from the team. So that's good because, we need to do both. We need to have our clients and we need to build up our teams so that we don't, so that we get our income automatically. Like, that's what I also said to this person today that I was talking about before. I said, sales might go up and down. What if you get sick? What if you go on a trip and you cannot sell, or you cannot do the treatments to your clients in person? What would happen to your finances if you get sick? And she said, yeah. So I said, if you build a team, you can get sick for a while and things are just keep on rolling, like everything keeps on working because you have already built something that works by itself. It happened to me last year. I broke one tooth and I was out, but really out for like 21 days because it was hurting so bad that I got this whole face pain that they needed to put me some injections from the outside so that I could relax the muscles and I could move my face. And I was taking so many pain medicines that I was throwing up nights and I couldn't eat. It was awful for 21 days in April last year. So I couldn't work at that time for 21 days in the month. I just worked 1 week. And that month I got 80% of the income I had the month before. So I was really surprised because I said, okay, so this is how it works when you build something. Because of course, in April last year, I was turning 4 years in the business, 4 years, not 17, not 15, 4. And when I realized that the team and the work and the subscriptions and the clients that I have built in those 4 years was really working, like I could really get sick for a while, which I thank God I don't do that much, but that happened to me and I was out for almost a month, and I had almost the same income as the month before. So that's what I showed her today. I said, you need to build a team, and that's what I'm telling you. Mostly the people that are newer, you need to build everything, like your clients, your subscriptions that we now have, and your team, so that you can retire. Like Steve said, he was like in retirement for 14 years and he got $9 more million. So we're probably in a different scale right now because he's been here for many years more than I, but it's the same. It's just keep on building until you get to a point where you can have some free time, or in case you have any problem, you can not work for a while and you will get everything anyways. Derek.
I really I I want to share to that. Nu Skin saved our life. In so many ways. When COVID came, we were in the dental world. And so most of the dentists went out of business. And if it wasn't for Nu Skin, I don't know what I'd be doing. I really haven't worked for like 10 years. Honestly, I don't even know what I would be doing now. Nu Skin's a miracle situation. And on the other side of that, the reason that it allowed us to have the freedom that we have is because we bust our ass. You can't come and see. The problem is you see people like Maka or ourselves or other leaders, Steve, that that we look very relaxed, and we are relaxed right now, but we had to bust our butt. And you have to understand, in our minds, we don't think it's not about selling stuff, you guys. Steve said it. This isn't about selling one or two things. Like, yeah, I sold a couple things today, but if I had to live off of what I sell, forget it. It's impossible. But I have an engine of people all around the world that pay me. And how is that? It's because you have to be clear in your mind what you're doing. You're not coming here to sell. You're coming here to retire. At least we were. So I wanted a place where I could build a business that feeds itself and it grows without me. I rarely ever talk to Wita, ever. Do I almost never talk to, she'll tell you. And is that going to stop her from building her empire? No. You've got to be focused what you're looking for. You're looking for people who are surrounded by lots of people that like to help lots of people be beautiful and make money. And that's what you're looking for. And when you look for those people, you grow a business. You're thinking in your mind, you're looking for people who want to build a business. I'm not looking for people who want to sell one or two things. It's not what I'm looking for. And I tell them, you know, Kim came to me, he asked me 6 times, or four times he asked me, and I said no. I said, no, man, this is not for you. And honestly, it's not about selling, it's about team building. But we had a birthday party, and for Kim, and he brought like 27 people to his birthday party. I said, you know, if that guy ever did Nu Skin, he'd kill it. Because he just has the ability to connect with a lot of people and he understands business. And so number one, you're thinking of building a business that you're gonna work harder than you understand, and you're building teams. That means you're gonna be an amazing problem solver. You have no obstacles. I don't care if something goes wrong every single day. Because when there's an obstacle, that means that the benefit is on the other side. You're given the obstacle to get stronger. You're not given the obstacle to whine and complain like everybody in your life. You're given the obstacle as a blessing because you asked for something big. So you ask for something big, you get the big problem to learn how to solve. So you grow. That's
to become a bigger person.
It's the person that you become, like what Maka's saying. That's so beautiful, and that the leaders in Nu Skin have. Okay, and so that's what I would share with you. So one, have a mindset, you're building a business and you're looking for people who know lots of people that are looking for something. And you got to go through a lot of people, you guys, a lot. And you have to stay focused in your mind. And you have to say your statement in the morning with emotion. If you're not saying your statement in the morning with emotion and you're visualizing and seeing, you have to calibrate your day. You have to calibrate your day. So we were taught to say our definite meaning purpose statement, and you see in your mind and you feel what you want, and you see in your mind and you feel what you want, and you see it and you feel it and believe it and believe it. And then as you do this in the morning, when you start your day, you're going to go through a process where you feel you're going crazy because it's so real in your mind. It's so real how you feel. It's so amazing when you have what you want, but you don't have it yet. But that is the stretching because you're dreaming for something that's outside your circle of comfort. So you're dreaming about something you don't have. So you've got to go through that phase of dreaming about something you don't have. And that's what it takes to expand your circle. And then it expands and it expands. But the best advice I could share with you is you're looking for business people, and then you can have the freedom that Maka's talking about. And then you have to become a problem solver. And the only way you can become a great problem solver is you have to be really good at visualizing your future right now as if you have it. And you have it, and it feels so amazing, and you have to feel it. Because when your heart is bubbling, then the vibrational, then you resonate the vibration. And with the vibration that you resonate, you attract. But if you're not resonating that high vibration, you can never attract a high leader. So you have to resonate a high vibration. You have to stretch and strengthen your mind. You must. You must. Because everybody here was born to be an employee or worked for somebody else. And that's a bullshit life. That's a life of victim and excuses where people whine and complain all the time. And you have to eliminate the circle of people around you that whine and complain. And you have to focus on what it is you want. This is what it takes. This is what it takes. And so if you do it, you will have it. I do not hang around a lot of people. People always wonder, how come I don't do it? Because if there's you could take a balloon, okay, of your happiness, and if you take a pin and you pop that balloon, it will always collapse. And so we're fragile. We have to protect our environment to being positive and amazing, positive, and don't agree. And if people want to go do good for that's okay. But we're on a different path. You are the brave ones. You are the fierce ones who want a better life, who want to help other people. You guys are amazing. It's so special to be on a call like this. And Maka's leadership is phenomenal. She does this day in, day out. I acknowledge it.
Thank
You know,
you.
so I just share that with you. So
I was
just to
thinking that about you too, so thank you.
yeah, well, we're crazy. I mean, we're the crazy ones. You know, we were trained by
We
Steve and
want-
Alan Sherry. But
and
we
we
did
want
what nobody was
crazy
willing to do.
people. Yeah.
So
And I agree. I couldn't agree more with you because we're looking for those kind of people that are willing to be on this call twice a day, no matter what the time it is in your time zone where you are, and are willing to go after their dreams and never stop. And I'm listening to 99% of my family saying, but you work more now than you did before, and you never stop. And you have a meeting and it's 11 at night. Are you sure? Can you just be absent? And I'm like, no, I like kind of run the call. So I know I cannot be, I kind of miss it. So, and I wouldn't want to. Even if I could, I wouldn't want to miss this because this is what we're built of. And after the call this morning, I read, I went all over the Force for Good again, and I read everything that Nu Skin does. And I was thinking to myself, this is so huge. If we really knew how huge the company we belong to is, we wouldn't even hesitate when talking to somebody. It's like we're the greatest place on earth, I think. And I'm being very like transparent with how I'm feeling about this. So to build a team is, like Derek says, is like a must. They always tell us this has like two wings. If
So
you're
when people talk about what you're saying, Maka, for me, when they say, why do you work so much? Why do you do this? I ask people like that. I say, do you help starving children all around the world?
Yeah.
No. Do you help women all around the world? No. Do you make a difference? What are you doing to make a difference in your community right now? What if you could make a difference for thousands of people around the world? How would you feel? Oh my God, I would feel amazing. That's why I do what I do.
Yeah, do you feel like you're working? Because I say, you know what? Yeah, you're right. I work all day long and I don't feel I'm working ever. For me, this is like a way of living and I love it. So I don't ever feel like I'm working. Like when I had to go to a shift, a night shift, and I had to leave my home with my children, sleeping there, and I went to take care of other children at the hospital, and I did that because I studied for that and I liked it and I did that the better way I could and it was good, but I felt like they were ripping me off my house without my consent to go there because I needed to do that for a payment because I needed to support my children. But now this is not a job for me. This is really something that's given to us and that we can choose to do or not. And we can choose it as a hobby. Some people will, and that's okay. Like Derek said, it's like, okay, I can teach you how you can make a hobby out of this. I made my profession my hobby now because I live from Nu Skin. So now I can work as a doctor and help vulnerable people get access to a good medicine and good habit formation or implementation, because I don't need to charge that much, because I can do it for free if I want to. And that's what I feel where you feel like I don't know, is in English vocation a word? Or how do you say when, yeah, okay. That was my call. Like I want to help people since I have memory. Ever since I was a little child, I always said I want to help people. I want to help children. Since I was like 5 years old, I started saying I want to help children. So, and even my pediatrician and my father told me not to study medicine because that was too hard for a woman. And I got out of med school with the highest grades. So when I was very young like that, and I had this thing about helping children, as I was growing up, I had a dream, an actual dream. I mean, sleeping, I dreamt that I was going to Africa and give some children food. So when somebody presented Nusking to me and I learned about the Force for Good and Nourish the Children, I cried because I said, this is it. This is the place where I will be able to fulfill all my dream. Everything, the medical part, the science part, being able to manage my time, and going to Africa to actually feed children. And that's why I became an ambassador in the first place. But this is something that's given to us. I really, really believe that. I really believe that when this has to get to you, to come to you, or you need to touch somebody's life, we have the tool to go and touch somebody's life, like Mona's doing with all those girls over there. I'm sure, I'm gonna cry again. I'm sure many mothers of those girls that work now there will be thankful that you ever came to that place, Mona. How many mothers are happy that their girls have to work in something like that? And how many of them will be probably grateful forever that you ever came there and you gave them another chance to do something different? Do you feel like, to the extent that we are able to touch people's lives with this, so it's so great, so big, so huge, so unimaginably long lasting, the effect that we have on other people? Like when we talk about having 6 people getting to the team lead and $1 million, that's one part, that's one wing. We have to have both, because otherwise the plane will fall. So we need to have both very, very much balanced. And also, it's like if you're rowing a boat, for example, if you row with only one, you're gonna be running in circles, right? You need both to go forward. It's so simple. So we need both. And all of this came from following up with the team because we need to make and build huge teams, like an army. Like somebody said to me once, build an army. And that like got tattooed in my mind, and that's what I'm pursuing. That's what I'm going for. So I'm looking, like Derek says, for leaders that are as crazy or even more crazy than me. That's what I need. That's what I'm looking for. That's what I pray for. That's what I work for. That's what I study for, because I'm preparing myself as a coach so I can find people with that kind of mindset as well. And in the meantime, we sell some things, but that's not what we're looking for in the long term, right? I think Claudia wants to speak.
Maca, I just want to say that, what we were talking this morning about, like, December, I was listening the call, like before this call, I was listening a team elite that was talking about this month and the things that we have to stay away from, like, oh, it's December, people is distracted, it's the holidays. Do you know the Nu Skin, Nu Skin next year is gonna launch a new scanner? It's called Project Phoenix. He announced it in the call. And he said, right now, is whatever we do right now is gonna propel our business for next year. So, like, this is the time. It's like, let's not get distracted. Like right now, Steve has said it so many times, like, I haven't seen any millionaire just like sitting there, like not doing anything. This business is hard because we had to deal with ourselves. And this is the time that we are like in a trampoline right now. And it's like what we're doing right now is gonna propel our business for 2025. So it's very important that we stay focused together, and we are gonna be like so successful. And let's work in our mindset that, this is it, and we're gonna do whatever it takes. Even when our relatives are telling us, oh, come on, these are not business hours. My team tell me like, those are not business hours. And it's like, we have to stay away from that. If we believe it, we are in here because we pray to God to put it like this business. And we have not seen the magnitude of how huge this business is. Even if they tell us, even if we go there, until we experience it. So I was like, this afternoon when I was listening the call, I'm like, that was our topic this morning. And we're so aligned. And that is like, if you believe in signs and miracles, this is it. We didn't hear the call in the morning. I heard it in the afternoon, and we were talking exactly the same thing. So, I always ask for signs. And to me, this is a sign that I am in the right place at the right time with the right people. So it's like, I don't need, what else do I need? It's just like action, action, action. And miracles are there for us.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay, so Mona had to leave, and I think we're on time. So we had today 1,096 points, but only 4 people put in the number. So I think we have more than that. Probably Steve's going to tell us tomorrow, because he's on a completely opposite time zone right now. So probably tomorrow we'll be able to look at the numbers more accurately. But I think this call is great. I like that everyone participates, that we can share like this kind of stuff too. I think this is also important. Like, to learn the skills that he always teaches us is very important. And this other part is also important, because if you know and you're completely convinced and feel really confident on what you belong to and what you're showing the world and what are you capable of doing by showing this to other people, that's so great for one's energy, or for what you resonate, like you said, with other people. Kim.
I just got to add a little quickie about the calls. The calls bring us back to the center, bring us back to what we're supposed to be doing, reinforce what our uplines say. I'm very lucky because my upline's always right here on the calls with me, and lives in my neighborhood. But once in a while I think, oh man, do I really want to go do that call? And then you turn it on, and all of a sudden it just starts, the energy starts to flow in, and it just revitalizes you. It's kind of like when I was in car and motorcycle sales. They had a sales meeting every morning, get everybody pumped up. And nobody liked going to the sales meetings, but we sure sold a lot of stuff. But it's always good to be here. And if you have people in your teams that aren't participating, tell them they need to do it, because it's just amazing what you get out of it.
Tell them they're missing out on something great.
Yes, and I appreciate everybody here. Everybody has something that we can learn from, no matter what it is, whether you think it's a mistake or what it was. We all learn from everybody else, and that's what makes the world work and what makes Nu Skin.
Yes. Okay, so let's finish up today, the night of the 6th day. Tomorrow is 7. I can't believe how fast it goes. Everyone is faster than the last one. So tomorrow, starting day 7. I hope Steve can join us tomorrow. But anyway, have a great night or afternoon, depending on where you are. And thank you so much. Thank you so much again for being here, for making this happen, and for every contribution that you made. It's so nice to hear all of you. So thank you so much. Have a great night. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much. It was fabulous training. God bless you all. Thank you.
Thank you, Tatiana. You too.
Tati, пожалуйста.
Спасибо.
Thank you.
We speak Russian now.
Yes, from Russia with love.
Definitely.
Okay.
Definitely. Okay, guys.
Thank you,
See you
everyone.
all.
Good night.
Have a great night. Bye. Thank you.
Gracias.